Hi, in this video we will discuss Informatica normalization transformation. So, in business intelligence, normalization is playing a vital role. So, coming to the Informatica, so we can implement the same functionality of normalization in Informatica also. So, it helps in normalizing the data by eliminating the redundancy and inconsistency in data. So, in that way, it represents the data in a better way and more readable format. And coming to the details, so nothing but suppose just take an example like in a table we have multiple columns. So using normalization transformation we can scatter those columns into multiple rows for each instance of a column. So to pick the same line example, so here it is a small example. In this table we have student name, number and marks for 3 subjects. So here we have different columns for each and every subject. So using Informatica transformation we can create a subject column and we can populate the values nothing but marks. So here I will take a new field subjects and marks. So first student details, so subject 1, here we have 3 subjects, so I am taking the student name 3 times for the 3 subjects, and coming to the marks 60, 70, 80. In the same way for remaining students. Three subjects, and coming to the marks. The next one. So this is a representation using normalization transformation. So here we have, suppose if a student has 10 subjects, then in this table we may have 10 columns for each and every subject. So using normalization transformation we are eliminating all those columns and we are taking a single column, that is subjects, and we are populating different subjects details into that column, and in another field we are populating the marks. So this is a normalization small functionality. And coming to the properties of a normalization transformation, so it is an active transformation because as we know for active transformation the number of input rows may differ when compared to the output rows. So here in this example we have only 3 input records, but when we look at the target, here we have many number of output records. So here input records and output records are not same, hence it is an active transformation. And connected and unconnected transformation, so we know it is a connected transformation because we are taking input ports and give directly mapping the output ports to the another transformation. And here for input ports is used for reading the data and output ports are used for providing the data to the some other transformation. And in normalization transformation we have some other default ports. These 2 are extra ports in normalization transformation. One is GCID and the other one is GK value. So this GCID is nothing but generating column ID value. Suppose here if you look into this subject field, we have 3 fields for subject 1 and subject 2 and subject 3. So for these 3 fields the GCID value will be for subject 1, 1, 2, 3, and for these 3 fields were distinct fields, nothing but these three are the distinct values, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, and in our target table these three fields are repeating in multiple records. So GCID value will be also be like a cycle, it will also repeat the values the same way 1, 2, 3. So nothing but based on the columns the value will be continuously repeated in GCID. And coming to the GK value, it is a sequence generator. So for each and every record the value will increment by 1. So this is the difference between GCID and GK value. So nothing but in GK value we do not have any repeated values with respect to the columns. Coming to the GCID we have repeated values respect to the each and every distinct columns in the transformation, nothing but in our mapping. And normalization transformation components. So if you look into the normalization transformation, as similar to other transformations, in this transformation also we have few tabs. That one is the transformation tab. Using this we can rename the transformation, and coming to the properties tab we can specify the tracing level of the transformation. So as we know, tracing level is nothing but it is used to log the session, how detailed we are logging the session. And normalizer tab, here we define the input and output port along with the occurrences. Here is occurrence is nothing but directly we take a single column and we give the occurrence as 3 for these 3 columns, nothing but if we give the occurrence as 3, it will automatically take 3 fields in the post tab. So coming to the post tab, once port under normalization is created, you will see input and output port for normalizer. And in normalizer tab, if we give the occurrence greater than 1, we can see multiple ports in the post tab instead of normalizer tab. So nothing but if we give the occurrences as 10, from the input we have 10 occurrences, we can see those in post tab. And with respect to output field, nothing but output is a single field, that is as a output tab, nothing but output port. Yeah. Now if we look at an example using Informatica transformation, nothing but we will replicate the same in Informatica. For this I will take a normal year and month values. So I will create a source file. So already I have a file called month and year. So here I have 3 records, 2010 and with respect to years, and 2011 with respect to years, and 2012 with respect to years. I will load these values into a table with the 2 fields, year and month. So for this, in a table I am creating a table with year, month and GCID values. Here GK and GCID are the default values. I have created a table and the table does not have any data. Now I will create an Informatica mapping. So before that I will take a source. I will import a source from plot file. So that is a month and year file I am taking. So comma is delimited. So I will rename the column names. So it is year. So for this M1 I am giving M2. M3. So like this, for each and every month I am giving a separate value. M6. M7. M8. M9. M10. M11 and M12. So I have created a source. Now I will import a target, that is a table. In target designer, import from database. Just now we have created a table. I am importing the table into the target, that is month and year. So here we have 4 fields. Now I am creating an intermediate card mapping with the name m_normalizer. I am importing this source. And I am taking a normalizer transformation from the transformation tab, normalizer. I am giving the name as normalizer underscore year underscore month. If you go to this properties tab, here we have ports, properties and normalizer tabs. If you go to the properties, here the tracing level is normal, it is about the session log. And in normalizer we do not have any fields, so I am creating a port for year, and this is the number 1, and I am creating another port for month. For here the occurrence is 1, and here the occurrence is 12, nothing but for the 12 months. So coming to the port tab, we can see one is the input port here. Here for the, I have given occurrence is 12. Here we can see the 12 month values, month in 1, month in 2. So these are all input ports. And for year, one is output month, one is output, and by default GK months and GCID months are to output. So here it is the generated key values. By default it is set to 1. For each and every session, the value will start from 1, and it will increment by 1. And coming to the GCID month, so based on the columns, nothing but fields in the table, the value will be incremented and continuously repeated for the multiple values, nothing but for here this 1 to 12 values, 1 to 12 months, the GCID value will be 1, 2, 3 up to 12. And if you have multiple occurrences, the value will be same, nothing but for month 1 always it will be 1, for 2 always it will be 2, like that. So now I am mapping all input ports to this normalizer transformation from month, year to all these 12. Okay. Now here we can take an expression transformation for giving user defined names for the respect to month values. Here in month 1 we can have Jan field. So for that Jan we can give different name. So here directly I am taking the target transformation. So I am mapping these 4 ports to the target transformation. I am saving the mapping. So directly I am creating the workflow, generate workflow using. So here there is a small change. So here the property of months is set to the number. I am changing it to the string. Yeah, that's it. I am changing the session. Yeah, just I have created the workflow. I am renaming and refreshing the session. I am running it again. So basically, in this previously it was created with some integer values, nothing but as it is set to some decimal, the values were populated like this. Now you can verify now as the workflow runs successfully. You can verify the same now. Yeah, if you come down, so these are the values January respective weeks. In 2011, as we do not have months for all, it is populated with null values, and 2012 we have proper values. For GCID we can observe 1 to 12. For GK you can see the continuous increment values. Thank you.